So I'm going to change the mood and hopefully not bring it down from such a interesting, exciting focus on food itself and to start talking about something as dry as data. But I'm just going to take 5 minutes to talk about what FoodSwitch is. It's an innovation that I think can help our overall challenge. And the EAT challenge, as it was voiced at the start of the conference, was how we sustainably feed 9 billion people by 2050 with a healthy diet. And I want to talk about that healthy diet. Because as a number of people have already said, the world is already facing a huge food challenge. Poor diet is responsible for 1/3 of all ill health and disease. It's impacting global healthcare costs and the associated knock-on in productivity that runs into the trillions of dollars every year. Historically, the issue's been undernutrition. But again, as we've heard, the greater challenge now is around overnutrition, with the consumption of too much calories, too much fat, too much salt, and that's having an unprecedented impact on diseases like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other obesity-related ill health. So prevention programs also have been narrowly applied, poorly funded, and it's the disadvantaged that are suffering the worst effects of all this. It's going to be exacerbated also as the developing world inherits a broken food system from the developed world. So we're seeking to address this challenge with our innovation known as FoodSwitch. So what FoodSwitch is a data and technology platform. But what it does is systematically collect and catalog the composition and nutrition data and information from a country's food products. So the outputs have the potential to create a system-wide impact across government, across the food industry, and with consumers to make a positive change to the overall food environment. So this is the dry bit, how it works. So the nutrition and composition data of foods are captured from food labels, product food labels, through simple smartphone technology. The data is then uploaded into what we call a content management system or database, where it's categorized and curated by nutrition experts. And we build up high-quality data sets across multiple countries. Then science-based algorithms are applied to profile a food with systems such as traffic lights or health star ratings that we use in Australia. So then, the data is used directly and analyzed to get insights on the food supply, and it's also pushed to what we call front-end applications, such as our FoodSwitch consumer app, or we supply data directly to governments and directly to industry. So in this way, FoodSwitch creates a system-wide impact. The data and analyses help inform governments with their policy, particularly around food labeling, nutrition guidelines, and also marketing, and also helps enforce the implementation with the food industry. The FoodSwitch app empowers consumers at the point of purchase with simple-to-understand health ratings on products, and also recommendations of what healthier products or alternatives they could buy based on its science-based algorithms. And then it positively supports the food industry, which is a very important point. It helps them improve the offer and their marketing to their customers. For example, competitive benchmarking around nutrition and personalization of communications to their shoppers around diet preferences. So a food retailer is currently using our data to segment their shoppers based on the healthiness of the products that they buy. So FoodSwitch isn't just a good idea, it's already having an impact and providing data, and we provide data and analyses to all of these different organizations. So the Australian Department of Health is already using our data. Public Health England is using our data. Discovery Vitality, which is South Africa's largest health insurer, is using our data in its loyalty program. Now, it's a health insurer, but it has quite a sophisticated loyalty program. It's partnered with food retailers and it gives rewards to their members that buy healthier food products. And that system is powered using our data. Nielsen use our data as one of the largest data suppliers to the food industry. And we also have Woolworths using our data, which is Australia's biggest food retailer. And I'll take one example for Woolworths. It's using our data to benchmark the nutrition of its private label or own label range against the rest of the market. And as a consequence, it raised the nutrition profile or the nutrition standards. And it's recently renovated its entire range, just coming to the end of that. So the products that it sells and puts on its shelf every day, that its shoppers buy and eat every day, are now nutritionally better. I should say that in our experience as well, that food retailers probably represent the quickest and most effective way of improving the overall food environment and positively influencing consumer decisions. Thus far, we focus most of our efforts in Australia, but the model is highly scalable. We've already deployed FoodSwitch across 7 countries. So Australia, New Zealand, China, India, South Africa, and the UK. We've just launched in the last week into Hong Kong, and we're also on track to deploy into the US market by the end of this year. And with the help of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade in Australian government, we're also going to be launching and setting up FoodSwitch in the Pacific Islands through the course of next year. And we're going to be working with Robert Oliver's Pacific Island Food Revolution to help maximize the impact of both of these programs. So we strongly believe in the system-wide impact that FoodSwitch can deliver, and we want to roll this out to as many countries as fast as we can. Our audacious goal is to be in 50 countries and 5 billion people in 5 years. The more countries we have, the more powerful the system becomes for everybody. So my last point is, who is next? We'd love to set up another country in Asia and help give it the empowering data to impact its food system also. So if anybody's interested, please come and talk to me after the talk. Thanks very much.